morning, Mr. Pikens.
Good morning, Mr. Reed.
Can you hear me?
I can. I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Can you see me now?
I can. Mr. Griffin, Mr. Yancey, good morning. Mr. Kashir.
Good morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Mr. Yancey, Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Ms. Wilson. Mr. Henderson, I see you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as the presiding judge on this morning. Thank you for your patience on this morning. My staff and I was having a very much needed debriefing about the tragic event that happened at Michigan State University on last night. And so if you are a parent, if you are a grandparent, a godparent, just a human being, I believe that that incident has touched all of us. And so we just needed a moment this morning to just debrief. So thank you all for affording us that opportunity, because we do hard work every day. And sometimes when things catch us unexpected things happen. We just need a moment. So thank you so much. We are going to get started on this morning by having our attorneys please place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Veterans Court, Drug Treatment Court, Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you. I am an alumni of Michigan State, so I feel this tragedy. Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
Thank you, Mr. Fikens. Your motion is granted. And then Mr. Kusheri, good morning to you.
Good morning, Honorable Judge. Daniel Kusheri, Veterans Justice Outreach Coordinator with the Detroit VA.
All right, thank you, Mr. Kusheri. And then Mr. Yancey, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of the Veterans Court this morning, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Yancey. I don't see any other individuals signed in for the 8:30 docket. And so I'll start with our Veterans Treatment Court docket, which is scheduled for 8:45 a.m. Mr. Yancey, who do we have up first on this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, we have Orlando Henderson up first, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Henderson, good morning to you.
Mr. Henderson, if you can unmute.
Good morning, Judge Holmes. Happy Valentine's Day.
Why, thank you, Mr. Henderson. Same to you. I forgot today is Valentine's Day. Yes, thank you, Mr. Henderson. All right, let me place your case numbers on the record. I have the following: SP 1104886, counts 1 and 3, and case number U59843121. Mr. Henderson, state your full name for the record.
Yes, my full name is Orlando Maniche Henderson.
All right, Mr. Henderson, how are you doing this morning?
Well, Judge Holmes, I'm tired. I just got in from work, and I'm up this morning participating in Veterans Court, and I'm happy to be here.
Yes, sir, and we're happy to see you. Mr. Henderson, you have been doing so well. We staffed your case on yesterday, and it was reported that you are doing so very well. And so I want to hear from you. How are you feeling about your progress so far?
I'm overwhelmed right now about my, recovery. And I want to report that, I paid, on my fine. The only thing I owe now is $90, which I'm going to come down probably today. I told Mr. Yancey I would come down and pay $50. That would only leave me like $40. And the thing is that I've been through Elmhurst Home, 2.5 months. I've been through the domiciliary 4.5 months. And I've been compliant with 36th District Court, trying to, do everything that they suggest. And right now, Judge, I'm on track. I'm not regretting, saying anything. And I want to know that after I pay, saying my fine in full, can I be released from this program to go ahead on with my life?
Well, Mr. Henderson, I think that that's a good question for you to ask. And I understand that you have been doing what you were supposed to do, but you're not quite finished yet. Okay, Mr. Yancey, what phase is Mr. Henderson in? Phase 4?
Yes, Your Honor, he's in phase 4.
Okay, when will he be eligible to go to phase 5? Because he still has another phase to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, you can have some. Go ahead.
I would say by either the end of this month or early March, he'll be eligible for phase 5.
All right. So Mr. Henderson, while I understand that you have been doing the work, we still need to make sure that we have prepared you for life. And so that once you leave us, you're not going to come back to see us or be back in any type of criminal justice system. We also have to satisfy the mandates of the program. It's a 5-phase program. And so I'm not at liberty to release you at phase 4. So what I want you to do is don't be so concerned about when you're going to be able to be finished with the program. I want you to continue to work it. I don't see you often because of the phase you're in. And so that should not be a hardship for you. You're testing 2 times per week, random. And so some people are testing even more than that. And so maybe when you get to phase 5, we can talk about reducing the testing even more as we're preparing you for life after court, without the court. And so I just want you to continue to focus on your progress and continue working. Can I get you to do that?
Yes, you can, Judge Holmes. I'll do whatever you ask.
I appreciate it. Look at you, Mr. Henderson. I remember a day when you wouldn't do anything I asked you. And now today you said you'll do whatever I ask you to do. I'm asking you to hang in there with me for a little while longer. And I think your answer is yes. Am I correct?
You're absolutely right.
All right, wonderful. You're doing a phenomenal job, though. You are. What do you need us to help you with, if anything? Did you hear me? Were you able to hear me?
Yes, I heard you. Right now, I don't need anything. My car broke down, but what I'm saying, with the grace of God, what I'm saying, I have it running again. And
okay.
And I'm just looking forward to like going to work and oh yeah, in May I'll be like my lease will be up in May, right? Where I live at, 4701 Chrysler Drive.
Don't put your address on the record. Go ahead.
But anyway, I'm looking to move into a single family home. So, I will have, custody of my son. And I'm looking forward to that. Saying he's 15. He'll be, 15? And he's like a football star, saying? He plays for the West Side Cubs. And he's got like all kind of trophies and things like that. And he's just going places and things. So the last place he went was to Florida for the playoff. And he's just And so I encourage him, you know what I'm saying? Like put expectations in your life so that, you know,
Yes.
so when he get out of school, you know what I'm saying, he'll have a scholarship, you know what I'm saying, to go and play football wherever he like.
And Mr. Henderson, he'll also have his father healthy and whole, working, substance free, taking care of business. Your son is really winning. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, thank you. I never really looked at it like that, Judge Holmes. But when I look around and I see, you know, saying a lot of fathers, you know, that's caught up in a lot of different things, you know, I give him a little, you know, leeway, you know, to see that, you know, I might not have everything, you know, and but I'm not that bad, you know. So
You're not. You're not bad at all, Mr. Henderson. I'm so
so
proud of you. You've made so much progress with us. And to hear you say this morning that whatever I ask you to do, the answer is yes, you all right in my book. You're better than all right in my book, Mr. Henderson. I want you to keep up the great work you're doing, okay?
well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to see you, and it's a
Likewise.
pleasure to be with you. And the same goes for your team, Mr. Belkin, Mr. Reed, Mr. Yancey, Mr. Griffin. Uh, you know, they have
Mr. Kusheri, don't leave Mr. Kusheri out.
Mr. Kusheri. Yeah, you all you guys have been there. Even Kevin Scott. And I just want to say thank you to everybody.
And we appreciate you accepting that help. And Mentor Scott was on this morning. I received a message that he had to log off, but he wanted you all to know that he was here on this morning. And that to reiterate, if you need him, don't hesitate to call on him, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Yancey, Mr. Kusheri, give me 2 seconds and then I want to hear from both of you as to Mr. Henderson's progress. All right, Mr. Yancey, update me on Mr. Henderson.
Yes, Your Honor. So, Mr. Henderson, his self-report was pretty accurate. He's been with us since October of 21. He's completed treatment, as he stated. Biggest thing he talked about, his two major goals. He reiterated on those, as far as he's talked about moving in May and a better relationship with his son. Those were his two major goals. So he's obviously on track with both of those. Other than that, his balance is $90. He reports he is going to try to make a payment today, and he's screening compliant at this time, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. And Mr. Kusheri, I'm going to have you update us on Mr. Henderson. I have in my notes that he at one time had a VA voucher. Will he be able to get another VA voucher for housing?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Good morning again. So Mr. Henderson can explain that on himself if he wants to share, but just Cliff Notes version, he does indeed have a housing voucher. However, because he is sustaining employment, some of the numbers, when you have to reinsert, it's possible that he might end up over income, and it's unclear on when that would be. It's also, Mr. Henderson, I don't want to share too much, but I know that he has plans besides wanting to stay with his son. He also has a significant other. She's in the picture, so I know that they're figuring out their plans, and that could also impact his voucher if he maintains his voucher. So he does have a housing voucher at this point. He is under the care of HUD-VASH case management to sustain his housing, but it's unclear on the future and how long that will last based on his income.
Okay,
In regards
good.
to his
Thank
treatment,
you, Mr. Kusheri.
you're so welcome. In regards to his treatment, he's entirely compliant, per his report, and I can confirm that he did indeed complete all of the levels of care for substance use disorder programming, from residential for several months through outpatient. He continues to engage in outpatient services. He's seen regularly by various VHA staff, continues to sustain unemployment. He's doing a great job. Mr. Henderson, congratulations on a great report. It's great to see you. I'm glad you're doing well. And I hope that we can connect soon. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Kusheri.
Awesome. All right, awesome. Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings, anything asked to Mr. Henderson?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Henderson. Good report. You're working the program. You're doing a great job. It was good to hear you talk about your son. I know you're so proud of your son, and that's good. Veterans Court does not last forever. At some point, you will complete, you will graduate. We will miss you when you're gone, and I hope you miss us. Thank you for putting my name out there on the record, Mr. Henderson.
Thank you.
Have a good day and be safe, sir.
Yes.
And if I might add, Mr. Anderson, you are doing a great job and you have a great attitude, and we appreciate that. We appreciate you, sir. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr.
All right.
Fikey.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Henderson?
Yes, Your Honor. We want to have a face-to-face with Mr. Henderson on March 7th at 10:35, but we want to reserve the possibility that if he's, still in full compliance, and we hope that he is, to allow him to Zoom in if a phase promotion is possible.
All right, very good. And so he'll do the face-to-face on February 27th?
Yes.
February 27th or March? Yeah. Which day did you say, Mr. Yancey?
Well, I'd say at March 7th to do March 7th to do the face-to-face. But if he's eligible for a phase promotion, then I'll ask him to Zoom in on that date, if that's possible.
Gotcha. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. Absolutely. All right. So March 7th it is. And then Mr. Henderson, I just want you to continue to work hard, okay?
I will.
All right, I want you to do that. All right, before we let Mr. Henderson go, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Henderson for his service to this country. Thank you, Mr. Henderson. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Go and be great. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Judge Holmes.
All right, you are free to leave.
Bye.
All right.
Your Honor.
Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I saw Harris Moore in the courtroom. Can one of you please take him to a breakout room and get with Ms. Mack so we can do his cases after I finish the veterans?
Yes, Judge, and can we be invited into a breakout room with when the
Yes,
court
Ms.
permits?
Wilson, I do not have host capabilities. So if you could give me some, and then if you could do them in the breakout room.
And she
I don't know
already
what
has
I did.
Judge. Thank you.
All right, awesome. All right, let's do it. Mr. Yancey, are we ready on Mr. Aubrey?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Good morning, Mr. Aubrey.
Mr. Aubrey, can you unmute for us?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm okay, and happy Valentine's Day to you. Also.
Why, thank you, sir. And happy Valentine's Day to you. Good to see you. Things are going well?
It's been kind of difficult, Your Honor. I'm a God-fearing man, okay? And when things happen beyond my control, you know what I mean? That means I've been under attack. And things that happen beyond my control and that cause it just causes a lot of hardship, but I'm handling it, okay? I don't have the pleasure looking for the future because I fight day to day right now.
Yes.
Just to give you a quick, you know, I was off for 7-8 months because of my surgery.
Yes.
My automobile got rear-ended, and then after 3 weeks ago, I was hit by a high-low.
I heard, yeah.
They charged me with a safety violation. I was supposed to have 30 days off, but they brought me back. Yesterday was my first day back.
Okay.
So I'm still going. I'm still going strong. I still got a good attitude about everything. But now I done kind of exhausted my family and their friends. I was trying to get in touch with Mr. Kasheri and ask him what my options are.
Did Mr. Kusheri leave us? Okay, I don't see him on the screen. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Aubrey. My apologies.
Your Honor, he's in the breakout room.
I'm sorry, Ms. Wilson?
He's in the breakout room. He wanted to go.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Sure.
All right.
I have several conversations with Mr. Yancey and Mr. Parker, trying to reach Mr. Kasheri to find out what, or anything that I can be helped with. But so far in the meantime, you know, I'm just putting one foot in front of the other and just keeping it moving on the day to day. You know, luckily enough, I still got plenty of really excellent friends who take me to work, or never take me to drop when I come down. You can go to the market and take care of the necessary things I need to. So, you know, I'm still staying in front of it. You know, so I'm just trying to get everything back under control until I get everything, you know, to the point that it's controllable.
All right. And so, Mr. Aubrey, it sounds like you are reaching out to all of the resources that we have made available for you. And so I want to encourage you to continue to do that. Mr. Yancey, is there anything more that we could be doing to help Mr. Aubrey?
Your Honor, between connecting him today with Mr. Kasheri when he comes back, and probably reaching out to his mentor, those two things will be great. I will have some more contact with Mr. Aubrey, probably when he gets off work, to see if there's anything we can do also. The three of us, between his mentor, Mr. Kasheri, and myself. At this time, I'm not sure. I know Mr. Aubrey was still working. I don't think I was privy to any new circumstances regarding his housing. So I'll find that out in short order, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yancey. Mr. Aubrey, I need you to communicate with Mr. Yancey so with that we can make sure we're aligning you with the appropriate resources to help you, okay?
Okay.
Can I get you to do that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Mr. Aubrey, would it help you at all if we assisted you with your testing for a couple of weeks? Would that help you out at all?
Yes, it would. It would.
We'll work on that, Your Honor. Mr. Aubrey, I'll work on that. I'll help work on that for you.
All right, let Mr. Yancey let me know what you all come up with. If we can help him with his testing, I'd certainly like to do that for a period of time, okay?
Yes.
At least for a couple of weeks, at least for the next couple of weeks, I have to wait on I have to have a paycheck in a hole before I even get my first paycheck. So it's gonna be 2 weeks before I get my first paycheck.
Okay.
We'll work it out.
All right. All right. So I need you to circle with Mr. Yancey today. Can I count on you to do that?
Yes, Sean.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. You taking good care of yourself, Mr. Aubrey?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I have to.
I need you to do that. I need you to do that. You've come so far. We need you. We need all of you to be intact. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes,
all
Your
right.
Honor.
Awesome. Do you have any questions for the team this morning, Mr. Aubrey?
No. I'm fine, Your Honor. Everything's good. I have no questions.
All right. Mr. Yancey, do you have any further updates as to Mr. Aubrey? I know we talked on yesterday and you said that he was screening compliant and he was in good shape. Is there anything else you need to report out on Mr. Aubrey?
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything further that he hasn't mentioned or that we didn't talk about in staffing.
All right, very good. I failed to put his case number on the record, 210-611-8501. Mr. Aubrey, state your full name for me.
Marcus Lane Aubrey.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Kusheri was in a breakout room. Mr. Kusheri, Mr. Aubrey has shared that he's experiencing some hardships. And so Mr. Yancey has committed, well, let me retract. Mr. Aubrey has committed to reach out to Mr. Yancey so that he can be updated on what's going on and bring you into that conversation so that if there are some resources through the VA that Mr. Aubrey can utilize or that he's entitled to, that we align him with those services, okay?
Yes, Judge, absolutely.
All right, awesome. So I'm counting on you, Mr. Aubrey, to get the ball rolling for me, okay?
Oh yeah, yes.
All right, I appreciate that. All right, Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Aubrey, a good report. You're working the program. I'm glad to see that you're back to work and you're taking care of yourself. You're doing a great job, and these troubles are going to be temporary, I know. You keep up the good work, sir, and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And Mr. Kusheri, did you have anything else to report out as to Mr. Aubrey?
Thank you, Your Honor. No, I don't. He has completed everything that was ordered. And after he completed his treatment, he is linked to a team, so he can receive additional services. But it was my understanding that at the time he had refused and declined any additional interest in following up. So I look forward to speaking with you, Mr. Aubrey, and I'd be happy to try and offer anything that you think can help you. And we'll go over everything that the VA could possibly offer to make things easier.
All right, Mr. Aubrey, did you hear that?
Yes, I did. At that time, I had worked my way, up, gotten back to work good, and I was taking care of the situation, and I did so far. But then I got stuck with the high-low. That put me back out. Okay, so that brought everything I did back out. So that's the situation.
All right, well, we're gonna see if we can get you back to where you need to be. Okay, but we need your help. I need you to communicate, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I will.
All right, awesome. All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Aubrey?
Your Honor, what's next is that we'll have a face-to-face on March 7th at 10:35. And obviously I'll have multiple conversations with him before then.
All right, awesome. Did you get that, Mr. Aubrey?
Yes, Your Honor, I got it.
All right, very good. If you don't, do you have any other questions for the team?
No. I thank you for your help.
Of course. If nothing else, I need everyone out in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Aubrey for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Aubrey. We truly, truly appreciate you. We appreciate you, okay? All
Thank you
right,
very much.
very good. All right, you are free to leave, Mr. Aubrey.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Mr. Franklin, I'm going to ask you to make sure your hat's removed for court. And if you could start your camera, that would be great. You have to remove your hat for court, Mr. Franklin. All right, let me place your case numbers on the record. I have case number SP 105-98852, SP 134-56022, and case number 134-045-831. Mr. Franklin, state your full name for the record. Unmute for me. Can you unmute? Let's send you a request to see if we can do it that way.
There we go. There we go.
You are.
Is that better?
All right. Good morning. State your name for the record.
Jeffrey Franklin.
All right. How are you this morning, Mr. Franklin?
Well, I'm blessed. I'm doing okay. I still have some more challenges, but I can actually see my way out now. I think I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm almost there. I'm still in my home.
Okay.
I've addressed the water issue, that $7,000 thing, and then I'm 90% addressed the buying of the boiler stuff too. It's in my house. It's about 75% completed. They're just putting the piping in now. I just owe $3,275, which seems like a huge step from what it was before. So I'm doing good. I'm at work. I had the phone going, the video going, I should say, and I was just hoping that I had enough time to get here and sit down before you called me, and it worked out optimally right now. So I'm here.
All right. Very good. So you are working?
Yes, ma'am. I started here on the 4th of January. I work, I do IT and consultation support for on the Ford campus, particularly in the dynamometer building. That's where they test all the engines before they actually put them in the cars. We're just finished up with the 2024s, and they're testing the 2025s now. So we maintain the machines to make sure that from an IT perspective, all of their applications are up and running, and all of their testing equipment is functioning. If anything happens, we have to make sure we get it back up and running as fast as possible. So it's a great, it's great. Has a lot of promise. It's challenging, but nevertheless, I'm cut out for it. I was built for this, so I'm grateful and happy.
I love it. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm certain that you're meeting some interesting and good people. Is that correct?
Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. Without a doubt. Good people, just good natured, good, hardworking people. And as far as on the technical end, they're very astute. They're very knowledgeable. And I'm in the process of hopefully getting all that stuff transferred over into my brain so that I can function here for many, many years to come, hopefully. But we'll see. I'll just have to take it one day.
One day at a time. There you go. All right, Mr. Franklin, what do you need us to help you with, if anything?
I just like the well wishes and the positivity that you guys impart to me that I experience it every time that I meet with you. I think most of the other thing else, everything else God has provided, and He's equipped me to make sure that I can meet every challenge that I face now. I'm working from a place of confidence and a lot more greater security. So that's really all I need.
All right. And listen, I'm so happy to hear that things are working out with your home, that you've been able to stay in it. That is really good news, sir. That is really good news. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
All right. Awesome. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Not really. I mean, you got me through the toughest part of all this whole thing, and you kept me on the right road with your directions and encouragement. And I just like to just continue on the same path, because I think it's a good path, and it's in the right direction. And I just want to continue to make things even better and better for myself and for society.
And you're doing it, Mr. Franklin. And I just want to applaud you, because in spite of the numerous challenges that you've had, you have continued to work and show up and do your part. And I just want to applaud you for that. That's not always easy when things are not going well. And it seems like when you get one thing on track, 5 other things happen that go wrong. You have continued to have a positive attitude. You've continued to show up and do your part. And as you can attest to now, things will eventually start to work out. You just have to keep going.
Absolutely.
Keep going.
Absolutely.
Irrespective of what happens.
There's one other thing I need to report. I forgot the last time I was in a meeting, but about a couple of months ago, see, it's February now, around the 1st of January, I did acquire my license after all those times, years I didn't have it. So
look at you.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
So I do have it now.
You are valid, right?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. All right.
I
Very
do too.
good. I bet you do. All right. Very good. I'm not going to tell y'all how I got stopped by the police the other day. And I couldn't remember where I put my license. I knew I had it, but I got stopped. I got stopped. And I was I see you, Mr. Yancey. I know you want to laugh. And let me tell you, they couldn't stop me on the regular street. They wouldn't stop me. They waited until I pulled up to the hair salon where everybody could see me through the window. And then they pulled me over. But I did have my license and my registration and my insurance. It just took me a minute. I'm like, I have like a purse inside of a purse. And then I have another little holder that I have this in. And so they were a little frustrated with me, but I did get all my paperwork together. And it's a good feeling when you just know that you're legal. When you know that you know you're legal. I'm like, now you're going to have to let me dig through all of this stuff, but I know I'm legal. So give me a second. So it worked out. It worked out. All right, Mr. Yancey, I saw you over there. You and Mr. Kusheri laughing at me. What you want to say about Mr. Franklin?
Well, Your Honor, we're really we can't say how pleased we are that things are working out for Mr. Franklin.
Yeah.
Especially with his home and with his new employment, which I wasn't privy to, but that is really great. And we're believing that both those things are going to continuously work out for them, for him, Your Honor. So he's got a good spirit this morning, and I think he's going to catapult through our program at this point, and we're just really happy for him. Obviously, still things to do, but he's on the right track. There's services available. So we just want Mr. Franklin just to keep up what he's doing. And I think we'll be in good shape. He's compliant with all his conditions at this time. So all is well at this time.
All right. Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kusheri, do you have anything?
Yes, thank you, Judge. Good morning again. Mr. Franklin, I just want to congratulate you on a good report. Congratulations on the job. I'm so glad that your housing worked out. I know that it has been such a weight on your shoulders over the past several months. And, you investigated dozens upon dozens of resources, none of which could provide any value. You managed to figure it out. And I just want to commend you for your strength and resilience. And I hope that 2023 just continues to move forward and that you can continue to just stay positive and that good things will continue to happen and that you can get a reprieve from that chapter of stress and everything that you have been through. You're doing great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Franklin. Good report. Your work in the program. Congratulations on the job. Sounds so impressive. Ford Motor Engines 2024 and 2025. That sounds great. Keep up the good work. Congratulations on that driver's license. I know you're glad to have that. Keep up the good work, sir. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself and be safe and take care of yourself, Mr. Franklin. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Mr. Franklin, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, just gratitude.
Yes, sir. All right. Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Your Honor, we're going to have a face-to-face with Mr. Franklin on March 7th at 10:35, and we can tweak that time according to Mr. Franklin's work schedule.
All right. Very good. Did you get that, Mr. Franklin?
Yes, ma'am. Sure did.
All right. Then before you leave us, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Franklin for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day. Do well and be safe.
All righty. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
You have a good day too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. I do have a note for the 8:45 docket that James Marshall is going to be on the 21st, February 21st, 2023. He's an intake. If you could put him in the system as an intake, that would be great. And we can put him down let's put him down for 9:00 a.m. as an intake on the 21st. All right. And then Mr. Kusheri, I know Mr. Fikens hasn't made it back. Mr. Moore is the gentleman that's in another Veterans Treatment Court, is that correct? But had a number of outstanding matters with us?
Yes, Judge.
All right, then as soon as they come back, I'll be ready to take care of Mr. Moore. I want to skip down to 10:35 for Mr. Donald Hudgens, who is Mr. Hudgens is not veteran, is he? He's not a veteran, is he, Mr. Yancey?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, he had a face-to-face on today. Do we have a return to court date for him? Who has Mr. Hudgens? Ms. Harris, is she here today? Okay, we'll get a date from Ms. Harris. All right, wonderful. And then I want to go back up to 8:30 for Terrence Anderson, U453-53418, charged with entering without the owner's permission. He was scheduled today for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Mr. Reed, it was set for 8:30 a.m. It's now 9:31 a.m. Do you know where your client is?
No, Judge, I'm sorry to say I do not know where he is. He has not appeared in the courtroom, so we leave it to the court's discretion as to how to handle this.
Okay. I am going to issue a KPS. I'll set the bond at $75, cash or surety, and hopefully you can get him in and get him arraigned. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. I think we're caught up for now. We're just waiting for Mr. Fikens and the 8:30 person to come out of the breakout room. And then I see Ms. Cleveland is in the courtroom. Ms. Cleveland, you had something for me?
Yes, Your
You need
Honor.
to approach?
Yes, ma'am.
Please do. And then Mr. Thorne was supposed to come in this morning. Where is he? Oh, I was there.
Yes.
One of those days.
Attorney Reed, I spoke to Attorney Fikens and he got an offer from me. Is there anything you need, sir?
Not at this time. He was working on a veteran from 19th
Yep.
District Court.
Yep, we
I
discussed
believe-
that already. He has the offer for that.
Okay, he must still be in the breakout room, but we're good right now.
Okay, thank you, sir. We're so short today, but I'll bounce
right.
back in as soon as I can.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Mr. Reed?
Mr. Fikens, are you ready with Mr. Moore?
I am.
Okay, good.
Have you done everything else?
Pardon me? Yeah, we've completed, I believe we've completed the veterans docket except for Mr. Moore.
Okay, very good.
We're in a short break, waiting for you.
Mr. Austin, can you remove your hat, please? Also, that other thing on your head, please. Thank you.
Mr. Austin, is your attorney coming today? You're muted, so I can't.
She's not here yet, but she should be here by 10.
Okay. Yeah, she usually comes. Thank you, sir. You can mute yourself again if you want.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Give me 1 second. We are going to get Mr. Moore's matters together, and then are we ready, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Shannon.
Everything. It's free. It's everything.
Okay, wonderful. Are they in order already?
You know, I think we could be.
Ma'am.
I'm not sure, Judge. And.
But is this everything for him? Because he's got a lot of,
No.
wait a minute.
Okay, let me,
Why don't you do us, let me see, is this a recent summary page?
I don't know.
January 24th?
No, let me do another.
Okay, do another one for me. Mr. Fikens, did you get offers for everything?
Everything on the docket, Judge, although I'll tell you, to be quite honest, because he's a vet, because he's in vet treatment court in Dearborn, the prosecutor and I worked out an agreement. It's kind of like a stand down kind of thing, because the goal is to wrap up all of his cases at 36, Judge. So if there's a straggler out there, I know that the prosecutor would continue the same offer.
Okay, let's see what he has. This everything?
That's everything under, yes, ma'am.
All right.
Well, that was up to driver's license. Let me look his name up just to be sure.
Bless you.
Excuse me, thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I think that's everything.
I'm checking it off right now, and I'll let you know what's missing,
Okay.
if anything.
Okay. All right.
All right, I have a couple of things that are missing.
Okay.
Probably because so here's what I'm gonna have you do. I'm gonna give it to you, Miss Mac. I've boxed in the ones that I don't have.
Okay.
If you could print ROAs, because we want to square him away all the way, not just partially.
Yes.
Mr. Fikens, it's more than just one or two things, so.
Okay, yeah.
Date on that one. All right, so it's gonna give us an opportunity to look those up and see what we're working with.
Yes, Judge.
I do see that there's another gentleman that's on, Mr. Calvin Austin. He's here for a 10 o'clock review with Miss Brimage. And so, Mr. Austin, just give her a moment to come on. I'm certain she's handling another courtroom.
And Mr. Austin, I'll retain counsel, Judge, who needs to come on and
Okay. Okay, no problem. All right, very good. And then and probably all of these will need to be faxed to Mr. Fikens, right? Mr. Fikens, you won't need the ROA. Can she send you the summary of the ones that are not accounted for?
the summary will be good enough, Judge.
I'm sorry?
The summary will be fine.
Okay, wonderful. We'll do that. Yep, give her a second because she's putting out ROAs for me. Oh, I have an 11 o'clock meeting with NADCP
Today.
today. Oh my goodness, don't let me forget.
That's in a minute.
Mm-hmm. So everybody needs to come on. I have staff in today. That summary, I have all of the ROAs at this time. And so you may need to pay a visit to the prosecutor again, because there are several matters that are outstanding, okay?
Yes, Judge, I've received the summary and I see
Okay.
cases with dots on them and then
You're
three
breaking up, Mr.
blocks of
Vikings.
cases. I'm sorry, Judge. I see on the summary 3 blocks of cases.
Good morning,
Are those cases that are not on the docket?
There are cases that were not accounted for. Mr. Fikens, hold on one second. Let me look, let me check one last thing.
No. No. You just have to sign.
All right, Mr. Fikens, it looks like for the first block that's on that summary sheet, those two matters are on the docket. For the
Yes.
remaining two blocks, those matters are not on the docket.
Yes, Judge. And I noticed that one is a parking ticket, the one that starts with the Z in the third block.
In the,
In the
I don't
third
have
block,
a Z.
They do at the bottom, Judge.
So, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I do. Okay, that's a parking ticket, so we wouldn't take care of that one.
so, Judge, the thought was, and I'll confirm this with the prosecutor, the general thought was if the court would be willing to remove the penalties and interest from the civil infractions and have him pay the civil infractions, there would be the driving while license suspended cases would be reduced to fail to display. I need to confirm that with the prosecutor, but I think that's the direction in which we're going. So he'd be pleading to 4 misdemeanors.
Can you give me those 4 misdemeanors?
Yes.
Which 4?
SP 118-39901.
Okay.
SP 13137521.
Okay.
SP 13439473.
Hold on, I need to find that one. SP 13.
439473. That's a new one, a new case.
Okay, wait a minute, that might be in this stack. Give me a second. SP 1343947 you said?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, give me a second. Let me pull that one out. Okay.
And lastly,
Yes.
SP 14051931.
Uh-oh, I need to find that one too. SP, one more time.
14051931.
One 14051931.
Yes,
Is that correct?
that is correct, Judge.
All right, very good. I have that one. So those are the 4 matters. And then, you know, he has a number of civil infractions.
Yes. Yes, Judge, we originally had 5, and it looks like now he has 11 civil infractions.
Correct. Yes, yes, I was just getting ready to ask. Mhm. Okay. Okay, no problem.
All right, so Mr. Fikens, you need more time to go and do whatever, is that correct?
That is correct, Judge.
All right, go right ahead, do what you need to do.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I am going to go to my. Just keep everything separate. All right, let's go to my 10 o'clocks if I could. Good morning, Ms. Brimage.
Good morning, Judge.
Are you ready on, you had someone up, where's their face is gone now. On Mr. Austin, are we ready on Mr. Austin?
No, Judge, his attorney has to get a copy of the report, so I'm gonna ask Ms. Mack to forward it to her, please.
Okay, Ms. Mack will do that as soon as she gets off the phone.
Okay.
And then what
I
about
also-
Mr.
who?
Arango and Mr. Applegate? Arango and Applegate.
So we adjourned Applegate for another day. Remember, his attorney reached out yesterday, and I'm ready on Arango, and I also sent you a message.
Okay, so for Mr. Applegate, I'm gonna place it on the record Z8086371. What was the date that we adjourned it to due to his attorney's availability?
February 23rd at 10 a.m.
All right, very good. I didn't get a message from you, so it's probably, it's not coming through.
Okay.
Or
When you
has
get
not
it,
come.
so it's in a
You sent
direct
an
chat
email?
on a, no, it's on a direct chat on the, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yes, when you say we, who are you requesting?
You and
The
I,
attorney, myself.
you and I, yes.
Got it. All right, very good. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so we're waiting on, is Mr. Arango with us?
I haven't seen them today.
Okay. All right. We not batting 1,000. All right. Ms. Brimage, I'll go into the breakout room with you. Why don't you call me on the office phone?
Okay.
Do that for me before I jack this up. All right, officer, if you could mute me. Miss Brimage, your other client has not shown up, Mr. Aranga.
Okay. I can try
You
to call
can-
him. He has completed everything, but I'll try to call him.
Okay, today was supposed to be his last day?
Yes, it was a discharge.
He was here last week and we adjourned him to today to go before you because you weren't scheduled the day that he was coming.
Right.
So,
But your recommendation for Mr. Arango is to release him from probation today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it just a closing out his matter?
Yes.
Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, any objection to waiving his appearance as opposed to issuing a warrant?
No
No, we think-
objections, Judge, to waiving
All
his
right, then
appearance.
All right, case number U 637-85722 for Pablo Arango. Ms. Brimage, go ahead and make the record for me.
Okay.
I'm
Your Honor,
waiving his appearance.
Jasmine Brimage on behalf of the probation department. Mr. Arango, on November 11, 2022, he was ordered to complete HIV STD testing, not provide results, complete the morality class, complete 10 hours of community service, and pay fines and costs. He has completed all of that as of January 27th. I checked and everything was completed, Your Honor.
And he's paid in full.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Then I am going to close this matter with improvement. Thank you, Ms. Brimage.
You're welcome.
All right. Are you already on Austin based on what the recommendation is going to be?
No, Judge. His attorney just, I think she's in the breakout room with him going over the report.
Okay, all right. All right, then I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Mr. Fikens. All right, are you ready on Mr. Moore?
We are ready, Judge.
All right, Mr. Fikens. The matters that you told me he's pleading to, those 4 matters, is he still pleading to those 4 matters?
He's only going to have to plead guilty to 3 of the matters, Judge. The one that would be being dismissed is.
Wait, hold on. Let me get the 3 that he's going to plead to. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
can you bring that all down? Because I was on the phone.
Yes, I have it.
Okay,
All right, Mr. Fikens, which one is he, out of the 4, is he not pleading guilty to?
SP 13137521.
7521, give me a second. Why isn't that one?
It's on the document.
It is, but I'm looking for it in my staff.
I think that's one of the ones I printed or not.
You know what? I mixed the back up. Give me a second, Mr. Fikens.
No problem, Your Honor. Thank you for helping us out.
Oh, no problem. 7521. That's the one he's not. Okay, I found it. Okay, he's not pleading guilty to. All right. So I'm going to start off first, Mr. Fikens, with placing the matters on the record that he's pleading guilty to. Does that work for you?
It does, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And according to you, I have 3 matters that he's going to plead guilty to. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, give me 2 seconds. All right, I have the following matters that Mr. Moore will be pleading guilty to. Case number P11839901. Shoot, where's my docket? I also have one second, Mr. Parkins. I also have case number SP 134. No.
Yes.
Is that right? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. But that one is not on my
It
docket.
is not.
So you would have to add that one.
I will.
But then it should be. Here it is. Okay, so SP 1343947.
Yes.
And then I also have case number SP 131-37521. No, is your client pleading to that one?
No, that will be dismissed.
No, that's
Judge.
not one. Okay, so I forgot to take it off of here, sorry. All right, then that would leave me with, have one more, Mr. Vikings, I promise I'm gonna get it. SP 140-51931, is that correct?
That is correct, Judge.
All right, give me 1 second. It's not on the docket, so let's add it.
Can you give me that number again? Sorry, Judge.
Yes, give me a second. It is case number SP 140-51931. Now, Mr. Fikens, outside of those 3 matters that your client is pleading guilty to, are they going to be reduced at all?
Yes, they'll be reduced. All 3 of them will be reduced to fail to display.
Okay, give me a second. All right, and then as to the remaining matters, Mr. Fikens, there are a number of remaining matters. What are we doing?
There are, Judge. As to the civil infractions, there are 11 civil infractions on the list that Ms. Mack sent to me. Of those 11, Judge, we'd ask that the court remove any penalties and interest that might append to those cases. And he will be paying those as part of the plea.
All right. I need to
Then-
call those civil infractions.
Yes. and
Make
if
sure I
they
have
don't-
them all. Are you
Yes.
ready?
I'm ready.
Give me 1 second, too. And Mr. Fikens, did you all talk about when your client would get these paid?
I'm going to need Mr. Kusheri's help on that because Mr. Moore will be receiving assistance on that matter that Mr. Kusheri has some information about. So I don't know the exact timing of it. I imagine it's fairly quick though, Judge. But I'm not sure.
Mr. Kusheri, do you know when they would be able to be paid?
Yes, Judge. So I don't have an exact date to provide you, but I do know that 19th District has funding. Their financial resources are available for the veteran and they are agreeable to cover the fines and costs. So I can get a date if you'd like and provide it to the court by the close of business today, but I don't have any information right now.
What if I give 60 days for payment? Do you think that's enough?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, wonderful. I'll give 60 days from today's date. Miss, that will take us to, give me a date, Miss Matt.
April, it will be April 14th. That's exactly 60 days.
All right, so I will put all of these civil infractions on for an adjourn to pay. And that date will be April 14, 2023. And as long as they're paid, he's gonna be in good shape. So now I'm going to place those civil infractions on the record. I have case number SP 119-12951. Ms. Mack, I need you to check the docket to see if any of these matters I'm calling on the docket. If they are, please let me know. I can't do both of them.
Okay, that one is,
It's on the docket?
that one is, yes.
See, that's what I'm saying. I can't see.
It's right under the one that he's gonna plead, failure to display, it's right under SP 118-39901.
I got it.
Okay.
All right, very good. I also have SP 119-12952,
Yes,
and that's on the docket.
yes.
I have case number SP 134-394-71.
No, Judge, that's a misdemeanor, not a civil infraction.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that one's not gonna be in the stack. This one wouldn't be in that stack either. All right, the next one I have is SP 9640021.
That is not on the docket.
Okay, that's fine. I also have SP 9640022. Not on the docket?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I have case number 197024841. Okay, those are all the matters that you printed out for me. Mr. Fibers, you're gonna have to give me, hold on, let me see. Yeah, Mr. Fibers, you're gonna have to give me some numbers because that's all I have printed out.
I shall, Judge, when you are ready.
And maybe they are in these stacks. I don't know. Hold up, Mr. Fibers. I might have them. Let me do these few. I have P 800012. Count one, yes.
Yes.
Was that on the docket?
No, that is not on the docket.
I have case number P 790873. Counts 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Did I get all of the civil infractions, Mr. Fikens?
I have two more, Judge.
Give me those two numbers.
SP 1350029, counts 1 and 2.
All right, let me find those. Did I miss? We must have missed them because I don't have them.
And it's not on that,
Let me just make sure they're not in here. They're on the summary, but they were not in the file.
Okay, that's 135.
002 counts in 1 and 2. Nope, I don't have it.
135-00441, is that the one?
No. 0029 counts 1 and 2.
SP 135-002-9, counts 1 and 2. I need both of those. That's okay.
All right.
And so, Mr. Fikens, for each one of these civil infractions, I'm waiving the interest, I'm waiving penalties, and your client must have them paid before April 14, 2023. It's on my dock, it's scheduled for review at 10:30.
Yes, Judge, thank you.
All right, let me just put this back together. Give me a second. Ms. Mack, I only wrote up one. I did not write up all of them.
I understand. I'll give it.
There you go. Let me give those to you. All right, those are all adjourned to pass.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Fikens, for the remaining matters, what are we doing?
For the remaining matters, Judge, those matters would be dismissed. The misdemeanors would be dismissed. We're asking this court to waive the warrant fees on those cases dismissed.
All right, very good. So I have the following cases, and Mr. Fikens and Ms. Mack, I need you all to make sure I'm in good shape.
Yes.
The first one I have that will be set, these will be set for dismissal.
Same day.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll give it on April, what did we say, April 14th,
Yes.
2023. So as soon as he gets everything paid, Mr. Kucheri, he'll get his dismissals.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor,
Right, and so here. Yes, I saw your note. I'm going to get Ms. Mack to send you a printout of what's owed after we get everything on the record.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, does that work?
Yes,
All right, very good. So I have the following dismissals that will be scheduled for cases that will be scheduled for dismissal upon payment of all fines and costs. We don't do dismissals here at 36th District Court when you still owe us money. So I have the following matters. I have P 131-3752, counts 1, 2, and 3 on the docket.
Yes.
I also have case number 702-485. 1. Is that on the docket? No,
No.
doesn't look like it.
No.
All right, very good. Case number P 10033-151. I have case number P 790874, counts 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Case number P 800004, counts 1 and 2. Get in there. I have case number P 1299318, counts 1 and 2.
Yes.
Case number SP 134-39471.
No.
It's not on the docket. Okay, got you. I have case number SP 134-39472.
No.
Case number SP 134-40311.
No.
Case number SP 135-00441. I'm sorry, counts 1, 2, and 3. Are those on the docket?
They are not.
I wonder, why is my docket so deficient? Maybe because we walked him in. I'm sure that's it.
It could be, and his name belongs to the alpha judge, so it could have went to the alpha judge.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. I have SP 140-519-32.
No, that's not on the docket. Sorry.
I have case number SP 140-519-33.
No.
All right, there are a couple of things that are not crossed off. Let me just see, Mr. Fikens, do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have some more that are slated for dismissal that I have not called? I have one SP 118-39902.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I need, oh, no, I don't, I think I have it right here. There we go. So this is a dismissal. All right, I think everything is now accounted for. I'm going to have Mr. Moore, please state your full name.
Harris Moore.
All right, Mr. Moore, this is a whole lot of work, sir, but we gonna get it done for you. Thank you for your patience on today, okay?
Thank you for working with me, Your Honor.
Right. Oh, no problem. We thank you for your service, and this is the least that we can do is to get you squared away. All right, Mr. Moore, I'm going to have you raise your right hand. Yes.
Sorry, Judge, that Mr. James Phillips, that's, Mr. Arango.
Oh, Mr. Phillips, Mr. Arango, we've already closed out his probation. He was scheduled for 10. So we've already closed it out with improvement. So he's all set. I wish him well and thank you. All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Moore, for raising your right hand. You're welcome. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I swear.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, you understand that in all these matters, you have a right to a trial and formal hearing, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive those rights and enter a guilty plea on 3 of the matters today, correct?
Yes.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No, sir.
You understand that part of the process is that this is a requirement that you have to pay off 11 civil infractions. Is that correct? You understand that?
Yes.
And you are agreeing to do so. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
As well as these 3 misdemeanors.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I'm satisfied as to his waiver. Judge, may I do a factual basis?
Yes, you may. Please proceed.
Thank you. Sir, on ticket SP 140-51931, SP 1343947 and SP 11839901. On the dates and times of those citations, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir.
And when stopped by a police officer and asked for Bruce a valid license, you could not do so. Is that correct?
Correct.
And that's because your license was suspended at that time, at those times, correct?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. I am amending the charges to failure to display a valid operator's license, and I am ready for sentencing.
Judge, first of all, we want to thank you most kindly because you're helping him out. He comes from the 19th District Vet Court through
Yes.
Mr. Kashiri, and we appreciate all the efforts. He's an Army veteran, Judge, Mr. Moore is, and
Wonderful.
I hear he's doing a good job in the 19th District. I had a chance to talk to him. He seems like a nice young man and has appreciated all the efforts that that district court has done. And I know he certainly appreciates this court's help in getting his license back, because there's outstanding matters, but he's working on those as well. By outstanding, I mean matters in other districts. And this has really given him the jump start, I believe, to continuing on to do well in vet court and continuing on in his life. He knows he needs his license back. He's been refraining from driving. I really am encouraged by talking with him, Judge, and I certainly thank this court on behalf of my client for helping us out.
All right, thank you. Mr. Kashiri, I also want to thank you for connecting him to us. You know that we're always willing and ready to help with respect to serving our veterans. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge, and for all of your work in assisting this veteran.
Yes. All right. And so, Mr. Ficus, if the people agree to anything as to fines and costs for Mr. Moore?
No, Judge, because you might be receiving some assistance. I didn't bring that up with Ms. Walker about fines and costs because
Ms. Walker
there is
is
some
on.
support.
I'm trying to jump on and off, Judge. Yes, Shannon Walker, P53794 on behalf of the people. Judge, in honor of his service and in honor of his good work, we'll leave it to the discretion of the court. Would have no objection to anything the court assigns.
All right, since we're gonna get paid for the 11 civil infractions, would you all be okay if I just assess them costs?
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. Give me 1 second. I am going to assess costs. I'm giving this to you. These are all of the ones that are slated for dismissal. I will reject all of this paperwork up if I did it all together. So I did them in sections, and I still have the wrong year on here. So I'm changing the year. Correct. There we go. I changed it there. All right. So these are all of the dismissals. Want to put those in your hand? All right. And so I am going to assess the cost on the matter SB 140-51931. I will assess the cost in the amount of $250. I'll also give an adjourn to pay date of April 14th, I think is what we have, 2023, 10:30 a.m. As long as your client gets everything paid, he does not have to return to court. The matters that should be dismissed will be dismissed, and the other matters will be closed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I think we have taken care of everything. Thank you to everyone that made this happen. Thank you, Prosecutor Walker. We appreciate you all working with us and working with our veterans.
Yes, Judge. Am I needed for any other matters before I leave?
Yes.
Okay. May I be assigned to a breakout room, Judge?
Yes, ma'am.
And your officer is here, Ms. Walker.
Oh, because we have trials today. All right, and I have a meeting at 11. I'm leaving in like 4 minutes. You all are gonna have to wait for me. I have a DC meeting and I have to attend it. It'll be about 30 minutes. There you go. All right. Mr. Moore, you are all squared away.
Thank
You are
you so
free
much.
to leave. All right, you're very welcome. I wish you the best, sir. Thank you for your service. Come on, y'all, let's celebrate Mr. Moore. Thank you for his service. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. All right. Yes, Mr.
Judge,
Kusheri, if you could, Miss Matt wants to connect with you.
Mr. Kusheri, as soon as I process all these tickets, I'll send you a summary of what Mr. Moore owes.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mack. Appreciate you and all your work. As soon as I receive the document, I'll make sure 19th District gets it and the court will get its money.
Okay,
thank you, Mr. Kusheri.
Thank you, Judge. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.
You do the same. Thank you for your service. All right, you all.
Judge,
Yes, go ahead.
if I may address the court, did Mr. Raheem Thornton appear in the courtroom? I would like to go into a breakout room if he shows up.
Nope.
Is he?
He did not show up.
Your Honor, he was told to appear at 8:30. Would you like me to?
Yes, please prepare a warrant. He was supposed to appear at 8:30 a.m.
And Your Honor, I do have an update for him. Mr.
Khalid.
It's very quick.
Come on. All right.
Good morning.
Then you all, I have to adjourn. I have a funding meeting that I cannot miss. My apologies. I've been sitting right here all morning though. All right, let's do it very quickly.
This is Mr. Khaled Hamad. He has a case number of 210446631, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hamad, please state your full name for the record. All right, good morning to you, Mr. Hamad. First of all, I want to thank you for being honest. I know today is not your day. Thank you for coming in. You are going to go to inpatient treatment and you have asked to be able to go home and pick up some things. Ms. Cleveland, they're not able to pick him up?
They are, Your Honor. The only thing is that I would have to schedule, but he's just asking to get some things because his family.
Did you drive here today?
No, my mom's in the parking lot.
All right, so listen, I'm going to trust you. Since you've been honest with me, you need to go home, get a few things, and then I need you at Elmhurst before 1 o'clock. I'm not giving you the 4 o'clock time, okay? Because usually I have people transported from court to inpatient. But I'm going to do something different with you today because you were being honest with me. So go get your things and then don't bring a whole lot of stuff, but go get your things. And then I need you to be there before 1 o'clock. Ms. Cleveland, you need to call at 1:05. If you're not there, it's going to be a problem, okay? Let's not have any problems. You're doing good so far, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
All right, very good. All right, thank you. Okay, I have to go and do this meeting. And so I am going to have to recess for a few moments. And then Ms. Brimage can let me know what we're doing. Ms. Brimage, you can call me while I'm on my way on the elevator and let me know what we're doing. I really want to just do my meeting from here. Would that irritate y'all if I do my meeting from right here? Okay, all right, very good. I'm trying to be nice. I'm gonna do it from right here. But that'll give me a couple of more minutes. Ms. Brimage, are you still on?
You went into a breakout room, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, all right. Well.
And Miss Wilson, could you send me into a breakout room with Miss Anderson, Lorandra Anderson?
Oh, no, this meeting is slated for. Can you turn me off?
Mr. Jerry Anderson, can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes, sir.
Why are you in the courtroom today? I don't see you on the docket.
I got it says here pre-trial, Jerry Anderson, 11 o'clock on the 14th.
Hold on a minute. Let me double check that.
I can give you the ticket number.
Does it tell you what judge you're supposed to be in front of, Mr. Anderson?
Miss Holmes. Sharon Holmes. Am I in the wrong spot?
I just don't see you on the docket. Let me check with the clerk.
Yeah, it says final pretrial.
Do you have your own attorney, Mr. Anderson?
Mitch Rebibler.
Yeah, hi, I'm in. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, okay. Good morning, sir. How are you
Hey,
today?
good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You need to check in with the clerk, Miss Mack.
Okay. Check in with the clerk. They're gonna check me in.
I can. You're here. Maybe she's listening.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm trying to see what's going on with Mr. Anderson's case because it does say in the computer that it's scheduled for today, but it's not on our docket.
Yeah, I don't see it on the docket.
Right. Attorney, I'm sorry, what's your name?
Rabitwer, last name Rabitwer, RIBITWER, P26054.
Okay, yes, sir. Did you contact the Mr. Rosenthal on anything? Cause I mean, we haven't gotten any information on this case and we were
No,
thinking that it was gonna go.
I think what happened is my assistant contacted your office a few days ago because there was some confusion on whether or not the pretrial was last Friday, and we were informed that the pretrial would be held this morning at 11. And I think there's a scheduled trial tomorrow, I think.
I understand that, but did you reach out to Mr. Rosenthal and give him all the information that he needs in order for this to go forward?
I did not speak to Mr. Rosenthal. I don't even know who Mr. Rosenthal is.
He's the prosecutor for this courtroom.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, you're gonna have to hold a moment. Mr. Reed, is Ms. Walker still in the breakout room? Do you know? Or
I believe
Miss Wilson, sorry.
I believe she's with the police officer, I think.
Yes, she's in the breakout room.
Okay, I'll have to talk to her and see what's, okay, thank you all. Let me, hold on, Mr. Ribbon. I don't want to even say that.
Yeah, you call me Mitch or Mitchell, either way. It's all good.
Okay, sir, hold on, Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah. Okay.
Attorney Wallace, good morning.
Good morning. Or hold on.
Who are you here for today?
I am here on Martinez Adams Callaway.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Wallace, Attorney Wallace, can you call the courtroom 313-965-2280? I'll have an update on your client.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I will do that right now.
Mr. Reed, how are we doing?
We're doing good. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Is Miss Walker still in the breakout room still? Oh, she's in with officers, not with you, Mr. Pike. Sorry. Okay,
Correct.
okay.
We're waiting for Miss Paula Cole, and I need to speak to Miss Cole when she arrives.
Did anyone reach out to her?
Yes, Miss Walker did.
Oh, okay, all right, okay, very good, thanks.
Mr. Pikens, are we working something out for Miss Anderson?
Yes, we are.
Good. We had a couple of retains for pretrial, and Ms. Mack is working on those.
Okay. Is that the 11 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
Do they need the city attorney?
Maybe so. Is Mr. Rosenthal here, or is Ms. Walker handling everything?
Ms. Walker is handling
Okay.
everything.
So she probably should be made aware of the fact that we do have retained for final pretrial.
On the Adams Callaway case?
And also on the Anderson case, if I may.
Are you on LaRondra Anderson?
No,
he's
Gary Anderson.
Oh, I didn't see him.
He's not on the docket, Mr. Pikens.
Okay. Okay. So we have Jerry Anderson, and we have somebody here for Adams Callaway, Mr. Reed?
Yes, Ted Wallace. He's talked to Miss Mack already.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Mitchell, Mr. Attorney Mitchell, we're gonna have our prosecutor, Ms. Walker, come on and speak with you in the breakout room. And we'll go
Okay.
from there, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Hello, Miss Mack, I am here.
Thank you, Ms. Walker. Ms. Wilson, can you put Prosecutor Walker and Mr. Marshall in a breakout room, please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Mack, he's going to take an offer. Miss Wilson, counsel would like to go into a breakout room with his client.
And who is your client, Mr. Bitworth?
Jerry Anderson.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Jerry Anderson, accept the invite, please.
Madam Court Reporter, I still see the retained attorney here. Do you want him to go back to the same room?
No, I sent him an invite to go to room 1.
I don't see an invite. Let's see. Join breakout room. Let me try here. Okay.
Sometimes we just gotta help him out.
Good job, Ms. Walker.
You know, Mr. Reed, it's what I'm here for.
Good job.
Thank you for saving me, Ms. Walker, like for real.
Anytime, Miss Mack, you know I got your back.
I know, thank you, I appreciate it, because I was like, I don't even know why he's here, but okay.
Do you have the file or do you need to print out an ROA?
Oh, I do have the file here. I have the actual ticket as well.
Okay, great.
The officer, I don't know if the officer is here. Officer Sterner.
Oh, I can call her. Okay.
If she's gonna take a deal, but I mean, yeah, she may need to be on just to make her, appearance for the record.
Okay, let me, I'm gonna, mute for a minute and I'll get a hold of her.
All right, thanks.
Did you leave the breakout room? Yeah, you guess you did.
Yep.
You at work?
Miss Cole is gonna zoom in.
Thank you. I was on the phone with her at the same time you were.
Ms. Max, you'll need to go into the breakout room with the officer.
Okay, thank you.
Miss Mac,
Ms.
this
Wilson,
is,
I think-
Mick, I'm sorry, Miss Mac, Mitch Forbit, we're here. We have a plea, so anytime you're ready.
Yes, thank you. I am aware of your plea and, we're waiting for one more case to be ready and then the judge will come on and do everything at one time.
Yeah, no problem. I just wasn't sure you knew.
Okay. Yes, thank you so much. Ms. Cole, if you can go, when you get an opportunity to go to breakout room with the officers.
That would be great. Which one?
Ms. Wilson will put you in the breakout room with the officer in just a moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Walker, I'm not sure that Miss Cole knows of your offer. I just want to let you know that.
Ms. Wilson, can you give me a breakout room to go into with Ms. Cole and the officer? I'm trying, but it's only letting me go back to 2. It won't let me go any farther than that. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Miss Walker. Miss Wilson, could you put me in the breakout room number 3 along with prosecutors? Thank you.
Right, I think I did this right. Can you all hear me?
Yes, Judge.
All right,
Yes.
Ms. Brimage, are you ready on your last case of the morning? Ms. Brimage, I can't hear you if you're talking to me.
Oh, yes, I said, I'm sorry. I am.
right.
Mr. Green was on earlier because he was the case manager. He did get the report. Oh, there he is. Okay.
All right, and so, Mr. Green, did you all determine eligibility yet? As to Mr. Austin?
Yes, Your Honor, I was able to review Mr. Austin's file. It does appear that he could benefit from our services in specialty court. However, there is one charge from his prior criminal history record that would need some determination from the team. We would have to retrieve the police report and before we could make a certain decision.
All right, and so a recommendation. And so, Ms. Brimage, is this the matter that you were telling me about where there was no weapon involved?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so, Ms. Brimage and Mr. Green, what's your recommendation for today? Because today was supposed to be sentencing, right?
Yes.
And so what I recommend, but I'll hear from you all. And let me place the case number on the file. I'm just talking, my apologies. Let's do it. I have case number Z 8087701. Counsel for defendant.
Can the court hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Jessica, good morning, Your Honor. Jessica Shab on behalf of Mr. Austin, P number 81798.
Thank you. And Mr. Austin, please state your name.
Hi, good morning. My name is Calvin Austin.
Thank you and good morning to you, Mr. Austin. Ms. Brimage for probation.
Yes, Jasmine Brimage on behalf of the probation department.
All right, and Mr. Green from probation.
Yes, Your Honor, Demetrius Green, specialty court case manager.
All right, thank you. I know that on today, Mr. Austin was brought in subsequent to accepting a plea of guilty on his behalf. Mr. Austin was brought back today. Today was his sentencing date. Ms. Brimage, I'm going to have you summarize what you have in your investigation report.
Okay.
And then that'll just kind of lay the foundation as to why you've made your recommendation. You may proceed.
Okay, Your Honor. Mr. Austin is a 40-year-old single male. He denies paternity of any children. He is before the court today on count 1, operating while visibly impaired. He pled guilty on January 6th. He indicated that he was raised primarily by his maternal grandmother with some assistance from his mom. He does have a PhD in physical analytical chemistry from Wayne State University. He received that in 2013. The defendant did complete the needs plus, and it said that the evaluator should take further care to investigate these statements made by the defendant. I sometimes feel as though life is not worth living. It also indicates that the defendant's response to the survey questions may correlate to severe alcohol use disorder and moderate marijuana use disorder. The recommendation is early intervention. The instant offense is his first alcohol-related offense. However, on February 6, 2015, he was convicted of count 6, felony assault with a dangerous weapon in the Third Circuit Court. On August 17, 2018, he was convicted of stolen property, 2nd degree in Centuryville, Alabama. And then he was convicted of resisting arrest in Youngstown. There was no date available for that. According to the Secretary of State, his driver's license is restricted through April 24th. During an interview on January 12th, he indicated the first time he consumed alcohol was between the ages of 6 and 8 years old. He said that his mother used to have it in the house. He indicated that he started consuming alcohol on a regular basis when he was in high school, with his last consumption on New Year's 2022. Let's see. He denied ever attending or receiving substance abuse services. He stated that in regard to the instant offense, he stated, "I want to give this an honest try. I believe specialty court program will be good for me, but I am afraid." On the date of arrest, July 24, 2022, his BAC was 8.18, which usually associates with problem drinking. On January 15, 2023, he submitted to urinalysis testing at ATS. The results were positive for marijuana. He has been on a sober link since January 6, 2023, and there have been no positive results for alcohol. The probation department recommends that the defendant be screened for the 36th District Mental Health Court.
Hey, counsel, for Mr. Austin, you've heard the report and you've had an opportunity to review it in its entirety. Do you have any additions, deletions, or changes that you'd like to make at this time?
No, Your Honor, I have reviewed it. I have gone over it with my client, Mr. Austin, and at this time, there are no corrections.
All right, thank you so much. All right, and so the recommendation was made to refer Mr. Austin to specialty court. And so Mr. Green must have been tapped to come on and to just do a preliminary assessment to see can he benefit from our court services. And so Mr. Green has indicated that he could benefit from the services. So Mr. Austin, are you interested in coming to specialty court?
Yes, I am interested in to come in court, and I do believe like that I do have a problem. So I do believe like addressing the problem through the courts would actually make it like more serious and me getting the help that I need.
Yes. All right, very good. And so this is what I would like to recommend on today, and then I'll hear from probation. I would like to recommend that Mr. Austin be brought back for screening for specialty court. Mr. Green, I don't know if this would be assigned to you, if he's accepted. If so, what would be a good date for him to be screened? We know that Wednesdays do not work because we're in court.
You want his phone number?
Yes, Your Honor. He can come back, and when you say screen, you mean just an initial intake with me, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
Because I will be the case manager for this. So he could come in on Friday, this Friday, if he is available. I also have, I would say Friday is the best day.
Okay, so can you do this Friday?
Yes, on the 17th.
On the 17th, all right. And so, do you want him to come in person, Mr. Green?
Yes, please.
All right, and so, Mr. Austin, I am going to have you report to 36th District Court on this coming Friday, February 17th, 2023. Mr. Green, what time?
At 9 a.m., please.
All right, 9:00 a.m. Mr. Green, I'll have him report to my courtroom to check in, and then you can get him from there. Give him instructions from there. So you'll check into my courtroom 133. Okay, and so Miss Mack will still put him on my docket for the 17th at 9:00 a.m. And then we'll get him screened and get him into the appropriate specialty court. That'll give you some time to look at the report that Ms. Brimage did share information about for his previous charge. And so we'll go from there. Counsel, of course, you are more than welcome at your clients and your agreement to be a part of, to come in and be a part of the presentation, not the screening, because Mr. Green needs to have some one-on-one time with him. But that's totally up to you and your client. We do have an attorney assigned to specialty court, the specialty court that your client, if he's accepted, would be a part of. And they're with us every time we're in session. And so, if she's not here, we have Mr. Reed and Mr. Ficus who's with us today. And so I'll leave that up to you. Does anyone have a different recommendation?
No, Judge.
All right. Mr. Green, you're good with that?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right, very good. With that, if there's nothing else for my consideration, counsel, did you have anything?
And is Mr. Austin being sentenced today, or are we waiting till after the screening?
After the screening, because whatever I do, he will continue to stay on that sober link. He will continue with the terms and conditions that have been set forth thus far. No drinking, no use of marijuana. For right now, stay with the terms and conditions that you have. Okay, Mr. Austin? And then we'll get you screened. All right. Anything else for my consideration?
Nothing further from our end, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. All right, thank you all for your patience this morning. Mr. Austin, I will see you on Friday. Thank you, Mr. Green, for coming on.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Austin. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you.
All right, am I ready to now call the 10:45 docket for LaRondra Anderson?
Judge, I need to go into a breakout room with her for just a minute. I believe she's in a breakout room. I just need to invite her back
All
there.
right, go ahead.
Judge, I believe there's a retain that's ready.
All right, on a Jerry Anderson. Is Mr. Anderson on the docket?
He is not, Judge, but he is scheduled in the system for today's date. I don't know why it's not on the docket, but it is in our system for today's date.
All right, then would you please place the case number on the record? Tell me the charge and what he's scheduled for today.
Yes, Judge. Case number SP 132-60531. The charge is OTE, and he's scheduled for a final pretrial today.
All right, and was this a request for a jury trial?
Yes, it was, Judge.
All right, wonderful. For the people?
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people.
Thank you. And for defendant?
Morning, Judge. For please the court, Mitchell Rabitwer, P 26054, appearing on behalf of Jerry Anderson. No objection to proceeding by video.
Thank you. Mr. Anderson, please unmute and place your name on the record.
Jerry Lee Anderson. Good morning, Your Honor.
Thank you, and good morning to you, sir. Thank you for your patience today.
Judge, at this time, the people would extend an offer to amend the charge to disorderly conduct. I explained to counsel that we would request of this court that a misdemeanor morality or John School's class of some sort be taken by this defendant. And any other conditions we would leave in the discretion of the court.
Counsel?
Accurate statement, Judge. At this time, Mr. Anderson is prepared to plead guilty to disorderly person.
All right, counsel, are you all amending? Because he would need to plead to what's on the face of the ticket.
I'm sorry, Judge. I thought, does that plead to disorderly person?
No, the face of the ticket is offering to engage another for an act of prostitution. Upon his plea, I would amend that charge to disorderly conduct.
Okay, fine. All right, I'll plead to offer to engage, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Anderson, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Counsel, please establish for the record that your client understands his constitutional rights on today and that he's freely, voluntarily, knowingly giving up those rights in order to take advantage of the people's offer. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Anderson, do you understand you have a right to have a trial by a judge or jury?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're presumed innocent?
Yes, sir.
You understand the prosecutor has the burden of proof and have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, sir.
You know you have a right to remain silent?
Yes, sir.
If you choose not to testify, that silence cannot be used against you?
Yes, sir.
If you choose, you may testify?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to bring any witnesses on your behalf?
Yes, sir.
If they won't come, the court can subpoena them?
Yes, sir.
If the prosecution brings witnesses against you, you have a right to confront those witnesses?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to cross-examine those witnesses?
Yes, sir.
If you take a plea today, you're going to give up the rights of which I just informed you.
Yes, sir.
Anybody threaten you?
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plea?
No, sir.
Judge, you want me to establish a factual basis too?
Yes, please do, counsel.
Okay. I'm not sure of the date, but you know the allegations against you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. March 3rd or 10th, March the 10th of 2022. Were you in the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, did you offer to engage the services of another in an act of prostitution?
Yes, sir.
I'm satisfied, Judge.
Thank you. Are the people satisfied?
People are likewise satisfied, Judge.
Thank you. I'll accept your plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to disorderly conduct, and I am ready for sentencing. Who would like to address the court as to sentencing first?
Judge, I will. Mr. Anderson's 59 years of age. He's employed on a full-time basis at Pioneer Auto, where he's a general manager. He's a stroke victim. He recently had a stroke. His left side is paralyzed. He walks with a cane. He has high blood pressure. He also has cholesterol issues. He does have a previous criminal history, nothing along these lines, but years ago he was involved in some larcenies as well as some possession of controlled substances, but that goes back many, many years. Other than that, he accepts responsibility for his behavior. He's remorseful for his conduct. And he and I have discussed this matter at length, and I don't think he'll be in any further trouble in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, Judge, given the recent medical condition of a stroke, the people would waive any normal request for community service. However, would request that he take the class as previously discussed, and any other conditions be left in the discretion of the court.
All right, thank you. I am going to, Mr. Anderson, is there anything you'd like me to know about you before I sentence you? Anything additional?
No, ma'am. No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I am sentencing as follows. I am assessing the cost in the amount of $225. The fine will be $200. Defendant must attend the prostitutional offender class, and you can do so through Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center. You can call my clerk to get that information so that you go and take that class. You must also undergo HIV testing. They do it as a part of the class, I believe, at Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center. I don't want the results. They will just put together a letter that says you did undergo testing. I don't want and don't need the results. I will waive the usual 40 hours of community service. Sir, you are not to have any other contact with police with respect to this kind of an offense. And I will give you, how much time do you believe you need to get this all completed?
As far as the class, I just had to call them and find out what it is. But as far as the fines go, I can pay that right away.
All right, very good. Why don't you find out when their classes are? You'll call the clerk at 313-965-2280. 313-965-2280. That number will also appear in the chat. And let the clerk know it's in the chat now. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. And get their number, get on it right away. Counsel, if I start off with 60 days, do you believe that's enough time for your client to get everything done?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then I will do 60 days. I will schedule this matter for a review. That review date will be April 17th, 2023. And that will be at 10:30 a.m. No, I'm sorry, 10 o'clock a.m. As long as your client has paid all of his fines and costs, completed his class, provide that he did test for HIV, then I will close the matter on that day.
Thank you very much, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Anderson, make sure you call my clerk, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Be safe. Have a great day.
Okay, you do the same. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. All right. Ms. Walker, are you here on anything else?
Yes.
There's a final pretrial for Adams Callaway.
Now that,
Judge, we spoke about that case before you left the bench. Remember, that's the young man that's in the rehab facility.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was about to say, we spoke about 100 cases before I left the bench. All right, let me place it on the record so the people are informed as to what's going on. Okay. I have case number SP 123371111. For the people?
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people.
All right, thank you. Ms. Mack, you indicated earlier this morning that you received a call from the retained counsel on this matter. Is that correct?
I received a call from the facility, Miss Cheryl at Sacred Heart in Richmond, Michigan. Mr. Adams Callaway is in rehab and has been there since February the 2nd. And we were giving him another date to have another pre-trial. He's not.
No objection, Judge.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So we'll schedule we'll take the jury trial date off of my calendar. We will schedule another final pre-trial, let's just do a pre-trial conference.
Yes.
Let's do a pretrial conference. And what date would that pretrial be?
That will be March the 8th, and that will be at 1:30.
Ms. Mack, I don't know why you laughing, but okay.
I do.
The pretrial will be, we're terrible people. March 8th, 2023 at 1:30 PM. Anything else for my consideration?
Nothing from the people.
All right, wonderful. Are we ready, Ms. Walker, on LaRondra Anderson?
That is Attorney Fikens's case, Judge. I believe offers have been made by both the city and the state, and I believe they're being accepted, but we need Mr. Fikens. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's in the breakout room with Ms. Anderson, Judge.
All right. Ms. Mack, would you please call Ms. Harris to get a date for Donald Hudgens?
I do have a date for him. Hold on. She gave
All right,
me
let
a
me read it
date.
into the record. I have 220-600-1101 for Donald Hudgens. He had a face-to-face day with Ms. Harris. What would be his return to court date?
That will be March the 2nd, 2023 at 8:45.
Wonderful, thank you. Ms. Mack, are you ready for the 10:30 docket?
I am.
Let's do it. I have for 10:30, the following adjourn to pays for Daisy Allen. I have case numbers SP 127-7578 counts 2 and 3. And case number SP 866009 counts 1 and 2. Did Miss Allen pay?
She did.
She paid all 4?
Yes, she did.
All righty then, we are going to close these matters, and then I'm dismissing the remaining matters without prejudice for Daisy Allen. Case number SP 127-75781, SP 130-3659 counts 1 and 2, SP 8660093, SP 9853941, case number 184577131, and case number SP 1401338. All of those matters will be dismissed without prejudice because she paid the 4 matters that she said she would pay. All right. I'm now going to Jalen Armstrong, case number SP 135-95862. Did Mr. Armstrong pay?
Yes.
Wonderful. I am closing that particular matter, and then as to count 1 of the same charge, I am dismissing it without prejudice. So that was awesome. All right, and so that leaves us at 12:04 before my 1:30 staffing for mental health court that will last for 5 hours. That leaves us with our 10:45 a.m. matters. Mr. Fikens, are we ready to proceed?
We are ready, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. I have for LaRondra Anderson, case numbers SP 132-2579, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number Z808618-1, and case number SP 132-2580, counts 2 and 4. Miss Anderson, state your full name.
LaRondra Malika Anderson.
Thank you, ma'am. And then I see that the officer has checked in. Please state your name and badge number for the record.
Officer Alicia Raymond, badge 3140.
All right, thank you so much. All right, Mr. Fikens, how are we proceeding today?
Judge, of the 6 matters, my client will be tendering a plea of guilty on the OWI city, asking that be amended to operating while visibly impaired. She'll also be tendering a plea of no contest to the state charge of CCW under the influence. And the reason for that is on the basis of potential civil liability.
All right, very good. And then the recommendation is to dismiss the others. Is that correct?
That is correct, Judge.
All right, very good. Ms. Walker, did you have something you wanted to state?
No, Judge. Shannon Walker on behalf of the people. That is an adequate representation of the people and the state's plea offers.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Anderson, please raise your right hand.
Can you see me?
No, you're frozen. And Miss Mack, reach out to Miss Brimage. Let her know I'm going to need her. You're frozen.
Oh, no. still.
Now we don't see you at all.
Okay, do you see me now?
No, ma'am, your
Honor?
screen is black.
I see everyone. Can I leave and come back in, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am. Why don't you do that?
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Brimage, thank you for getting back on. I'm going to take a plea for Miss LaRondra Anderson. And she is going to need a pre-sentencing investigation report. And I'd like to refer her to you. Does that work?
That's fine.
All right. So Ms. Brimage, that we don't hold you up? Well, she's having some connection issues. Are you back with us, Ms. Anderson? She's not. She had to disconnect because we could not see her. Ms. Brimage, would you like us to just provide a phone number for you and she can call you? I don't want to hold you up.
Yes, that's fine.
Which number?
Did you have any conditions that you wanted her to do in the meantime, like the screening or anything? Did you have anything?
I am, and it is going to depend. Yeah, I'm going to have some screening. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Fikens, were you going to ask for her to be referred to drug court or regular probation?
Well, I want her to be screened right now to see how that works, and whatever the recommendation from Ms. Brimage is something we'll certainly consider.
Yeah.
I've talked to my client about it. I don't want to make any prejudgments without her being assessed first.
Okay.
But I have no problems otherwise, Ms. Walker.
Okay.
There she is.
There she is, Judge.
Let's see if we can see her. She's not connected to audio though. Now come on, Miss Anderson, you holding us up from lunch.
I'm so sorry. Thank you for your patience.
There you are. Wonderful. Miss Anderson, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may place your hands down. Mr. Fikens, please proceed with constitutional rights and then go on to the factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you understand that in all these matters, you have a right to a trial and formal hearing, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to enter a guilty plea on one matter and a no contest plea on another, and the other 4 matters would be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Are you making this decision freely and voluntarily?
Yes, I am.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised anything to get you to plead guilty today? And no contest.
No, sir.
No. Judge, I'm satisfied as to the constitutional basis. I'll move to the factual basis for the plea. Ma'am, on the date and time of the citation, were you in operation of a motor vehicle within the confines of the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you intoxicated while driving at some point during that day?
Yes.
I'm satisfied as to that. She was also breathalyzed, Judge. I don't know if the breathalyzer test is in evidence yet or could be placed in evidence. We'd have no objection to that. As to the CCW charge, Judge, in order to establish liability, we would stipulate to the face of the ticket. That is ticket number SP 1322579, count 2.
Judge Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people. The data master indicated 2 blows of .14.
Thank you. All right. I am accepting the plea of responsible as to the OW, the drinking and driving, operating while impaired, and I am accepting the plea of no contest to the remaining charge. the CCW under the influence. Ms. Anderson, you are going to be referred to probation with Ms. Brimage. We still need to send over a probation order. I'm going to have you and Ms. Brimage go into a breakout room so that she can set up your interview so we can get you assessed. I'm going to ask you to be brutally honest in all of your assessments. That's the only way that we can help you. It doesn't make sense for you to be on probation with us and not be helped and leave the same way that you came, because that means you may encounter the same issues. And so what I'm going to do as a term and condition, Mr. Fikens, at a minimum, is to let your client know no alcohol. You cannot have any alcohol, not even the drinks that say non-alcoholic. If they have to tell you there's no alcohol in it, that means there's some alcohol in it. It's just a little bit, but it's some alcohol in it. And when you go to test, it's going to be detected. And that's going to be problematic for me. You are going to have to do random testing. Ms. Brimage will set you up for that, and you will randomly test a minimum of 2 times per week until I get you back in for your sentencing. What is the status of your driver's license at this time?
Well, I established them. They were expired. So when I went to get my my ID, I also paid for them to get not reinstated, but to be,
So do you have a valid license now?
I just have a regular state ID, but I also have the ability to go get the paper license from
So the answer is no. Right now, you don't have a valid driver's license.
No,
Right.
ma'am, no,
All right.
Your Honor.
So then no driving. I want to make sure we're clear on that. No driving until you have a valid driver's license. If you are caught driving, it's going to be problematic for me. No, not problematic for me. It'll be problematic for you because I'm going to send you to jail. You cannot drive without a valid driver's license, okay?
Yes, ma'am. So so I can get my license, my physical license, not the paper license?
She should be able to, Judge. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mr. Fikens. I was just going to say, you've had conversations with her. Go ahead.
This is her first OWI. She's probably had a period of restriction. It should be very good by now. She needs to go out and get that license as soon as she can. There should be no other impediments. There might be some fees she has to pay on top of it, given this plea that the Secretary of State will require. So there might be a period of restriction even. I don't know exactly when, but ultimately she'll get her license back, Judge. So she needs to go out and do that right now so she can maintain her driver's license.
All right, very good. So just make sure you have your driver's license before you get behind the wheel of a car. Okay?
Judge, if I may add,
Yes.
if her license was expired, she just probably needs to renew the license, and she should go to the Secretary of State and follow the steps in order to renew her license. Thank you.
Yes.
They are renewed, but the Secretary of State said that I could not get my license because it was some stimulations on that, on being able to get the actual physical license. But I paid the fees already to
Mr. Fikens, why don't you all get an SOS and see what's going on with her license? We'll put you all in a breakout room, let her talk to Ms. Brimage first, and then we'll put you all in a breakout room so that you can properly advise your client, because I just don't want her to have any issues down the road, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right, how does that sound, Miss Anderson?
Sounds great, thank you.
All right, Miss Brimage, officer, you are excused. Thank you so much. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You as well.
All right. Miss Brimage, give me a date for return for sentencing.
Is March 21st, okay, Judge?
March 21st is a good day.
Okay.
And we'll do it at 10 o'clock a.m. Does that work?
Yes.
All right, very good.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
Yes.
My random testing, would that interfere with my working? I work.
They have random testing very early in the mornings, and then they have an afternoon session as well, an evening testing schedule as well. Ms. Brimich will give you all that information in the breakout room, okay?
Okay.
All right, awesome. Any other questions for me?
No, Judge.
All right, if not, Ms. Wilson, could you place Ms. Brimich and Ms. Anderson in the breakout room? Ms. Mack, could you please get an SOS to Mr. Reed and Mr. Fikens? And then one of them can, or both of them can talk to her so that she knows what's going on. And then Ms. Walker, I think we are good. Ms. Brimich, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you.
Ms. Walker, when we get off the record, if you could call me in the courtroom, please.
Yes, Ms. Mack. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Happy Valentine's Day, all the ladies. Happy
Yes, we
Valentine's
didn't get
Day.
any chocolate from you this year, Mr. Reed, and I fuss about that chocolate every year. This year, I'm looking for it.
COVID.
There you go. All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right, take care.